Hello again, Amanda here, Amanda out here for those people who are following me on TikTok, YouTube and also on Instagram. I was going to record this a couple of days earlier, but sometimes it's the best to just have a think before you say things on video especially, or even put it into text. This is going to be a little bit more about me, a little bit more about what I've been through over the last couple of years. Again, anyone who's read my written blog will know quite a bit of detail from there, but I just thought I'd do a quick summary here. As I said, I'm a trans woman, came out about 3 years ago. Last year, September, can't believe it's gone by that far, I had what's called gender reconstruction surgery. I won't go into the details in case you're a little bit squeamish about things like that, but essentially anything that was there is no longer there, and I've got everything fully working as I wanted it to be. Additionally, I've been on hormones for just over 2 years now, so again, there have been changes in my body as a result of that. One of the things I don't have is a gender recognition certificate. Now, one of the things you might ask is why? Well, firstly, it is an incredibly invasive process. I have to send over tons of evidence to a panel that I will never meet. I'll never have the chance to sit in front of and explain. And all that evidence is bills, it's birth certificates, it's name being changed by deed poll, it's your bills that you get from the electricity in the council. I mean, most of us do it online nowadays, so that's going to be a real pain in the rear, so to speak. Half of it's online, half of it you have to stick in the post. You have to stick your deed poll in the post, which if it gets lost, that's a real pain in the rear as well. So generally speaking, I'm not really interested at this moment in time, and that's no disrespect to anyone else who is. However, what annoys me most about all this is there's some sort of misconception that I'm some sort of predator or I'm sort of weirdo because I've not done it. I've got a driver's licence, I've got a passport, all my medical records are in my own name. So all this fuss that we're hearing in the news at the moment about gender recognition certificates and what's going on in Scotland just really is just so ill-informed. I'll give you an example. When I decided to come out, I changed my name by deed poll. I had to get a form signed, I had to get it countersigned, I had to get it witnessed, and then, because I did it properly, I sent it off to a court who rubber stamped it and sent it back to me. That is my proof that I've changed my name. So when you hear people talking about, oh, men can just change their identity willy-nilly, no, it doesn't work like that. Even with the Scottish rules, you have to prove that you've been living in that identity for at least 3 months. That means gas bill, lecky bill, council tax, driver's licence, passport, the works have to be changed over once you change your name. That ain't easy. To get your passport changed, you've got to get a letter from a doctor to say, yes, I'm living full time. So there were quite easy ways to build in security if security was needed. Because what really annoys me most is our friends over the Irish Sea and the Republic of Ireland did this in 2015. Similar system, not identical to what Scotland's proposing. And how many instances of all these worries have occurred? 0. So when that information came out, this is now Thursday and it came out on Tuesday that the government were going to block it, I was a tad annoyed. I don't live in Scotland. I don't intend to move to Scotland, although lovely place that it is. But I really felt for the people up there who had a progressive government who were listening to them. And whilst all this is going on about Scottish independence and the government using, I think it's Section 35 to block it, me and my community are stuck slap bang in the middle, not knowing whether we are going to be able to do half the things that we want to do, not knowing whether there's going to be restrictions added, because that's been suggested to the existing process. There's talk about scrapping the Equality Act. It is a terrible time to be trans in the UK, in particular in England. At least in Scotland, you've got a government who sympathises with you. So instead of having a rant on Tuesday night, I've given myself 48 hours. I've given myself a bit of sleep. I've given myself a cherry Bakewell gin and lemonade to try and get me through it. And also, I've just had a look at what's going on. They've got it wrong. The British government have got it wrong. The Scottish Government have got it right, generally speaking, and therefore I just don't see how this is going to end nice for people like me. So where do we go next? When I've been writing my blog and when I've been doing various talks in work and outside of work in recent years, I've always said the key is having allies. It's having people who aren't members of the LGBTQ community who will stand by us, and not just stand by us and support us, but be vocal about it. So if you're watching this, or you've read my blog, or you've read the news, don't believe the hype, as the saying goes. Listen to people like me. Listen to other people in the transgender community. We're no threat. I just want to go to the loo when I go to the loo. If I go to a changing room, to be honest, I'm more worried about squeezing into a size 16 pair of jeans than I am looking at anyone else what's going on. In fact, I'll have the curtain sealed shut if I can have the curtain sealed shut. I'm not interested. I just want to get in there, do what I need to do, and get out. So please, can I implore you, don't listen to the loudest voices necessarily. Listen to the real people. Listen to the people who have been there, done it. The grief I went through getting all my documents updated so I could be me was huge. It's not a task that you're just going to say, oh, I'm going to do this on a whim. For crying out loud, the Scottish Government would throw you in jail if you did it on a whim according to the statute that they proposed that I've seen. So please, don't listen to the loudest voices. Listen to the ones who sit in the corner who are quiet. Listen to the ones who just trying to get on with their life. You'll get a better perception of what the issues are. But at the end of the day, ask. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to talk to people. Just ask me any question you want, within reason. Thank you. So rather than this vlog, which I'm probably now calling it, to be just a rant, I thought I'd just tell you a few things that are going on in my life at the moment. I am a shopaholic. There we go. I've admitted it. I ordered the boots, as you've seen in my last video, hopefully. Worn them a few times. Excellent purchase. Can really recommend going to Evans to get your boots. I bought a dress, which I will do probably in my next video. Got some underwear heading my way, and no, I'm not posing in that, but I'll tell you about it. Might even show you it off the hanger, so to speak. And then in the next couple of weeks, I've perhaps got a couple of trips out. I was going to do a bit of a video about me going to the football. To those who know me know I'm a non-league football fan, and I was going to do a video there. However, I think I picked the wrong game. It was the local derby. There were nearly 2,000 of us there. It was mad. Had a really good time and my team won. But I'm certainly going in the future. I'm going to really cover that about, you know, how it is being trans and going to football games. Non-league to me is my little enclave. It's my little safety zone. I've got loads of friends who all the time support me and treat me just as who I am. And I don't want that ruined. The professional game's a different ball game, and I gave that up some years ago. To me, my home's in non-league and I really enjoy it. So hopefully I'll be doing information about that in the coming weeks. I'm on TikTok. It's very likely that I will be doing stuff on TikTok for trips to the football. So that's this week's little bit of news and a little bit of information. I'm still getting used to all this. I'm just trying to work out what you guys want to see and what you guys want from me. As I've said in, I think, when I originally introduced this vlog, it's going to be about fashion. It's going to be about what I'm up to. I've got, hopefully, fingers crossed, holiday coming up in probably about 6 to 8 weeks. So I'll be on my travels. In the meantime, please check out my blog on Google. It is @AmandaOutThere. Keep an eye on my TikTok and also keep an eye on my Instagram. As I said, fashion, makeup, days out, me having rants. That's what this is all about. Thanks to the additional 2 followers I've got. So again, please hit the subscribe button, bell, thingy-majig and what have you. And hopefully you'll follow me in the coming weeks. Thank you.